Dr. Lewis here. So this is just a quick video to go over pathos, which is one of our main focuses for this unit. So as our reading defined for you, a pathos is an appeal to emotions. And very specifically, there's many benefits to using pathos when you're thinking about trying to connect to an audience, trying to deliver a message, trying to make an argument. It's an easy way to connect to people because most people have emotions, and there's a commonality through those shared emotions. So making someone feel powerful emotions helps them to understand or connect to your message or argument. It can also use any type of emotion. Sometimes I get people who think it's only certain types and they don't really consider the other types. But making someone fearful of something is still using pathos, just the same as making someone feel love or empathy. So it can be pretty much any emotion on the whole scale range of human emotions. So how do we create pathos in our texts? And we will actually go over many examples of this, but some beginning examples. So you can create emotional themes and connections. So for example, family. Family is something that most people have a family of some sort, whether that's found family or not, and that you understand those feelings that come from having family members and love or protection or etc. So having some themes that people can connect to and relate to their own lives, humorous observation, depending on what your message or argument is. There can be sarcasm, like that can even be a way to connect to people. So that's one way to create pathos. Another way is to use good language to evoke emotion. And what I mean by that is instead of saying something like I said or I told, which is kind of weak language, say something like I exposed or I wondered or I sneered. So look at how different those three examples are compared to I said. So I exposed has a very different feeling than I wondered or I sneered. Also use your sensory words. So the five senses can really help connect people to a message or an idea that you're trying to convey. You can also, for the third one, is tell specific little anecdotes that illustrate your emotions so other people can understand those emotions. So in mother tongue, for example, using our very first example of the semester, you can tell that she loves her mother but has complicated feelings about her, even in just one short little anecdote that she tells. So that's an example of a striking detail or a striking little anecdote that just really clearly illustrates your emotions to connect to an audience. So if you have not already, one of our items for this module is to watch the Brotherhood Clydesdale commercial. So essentially what this is a commercial that was actually aired during Super Bowl 2013, and it was really, really popular. And part of the reason that it is so popular is because it uses pathos very well. So after viewing the commercial, if you haven't already, think about how they make or create emotion and connection in this commercial. So a couple of ways that I just want to point out for you to think about is you do have that song going in the background, Landslide, which is a very kind of, it gives a certain feel for the commercial. It kind of has this nostalgic, sad quality to it. So you have that song going on in the background. You also have the use of animals. So we tend to like animals, and that's an easy way to develop some pathos. So having puppies in a commercial will automatically garner a certain emotion in a lot of the people that are viewing it. And not everyone, of course. So with pathos, it's hard to get everyone, but you're looking for a wide net. So the use of animals alone, especially because you get to see an animal when it's a baby. And then you also see that emotional connection between the two main characters. And that may seem obvious to say, like, obviously there's a connection and you're reacting to that. But that's trying to do is using pathos to help you connect that to you possibly feeling the same thing at some point in your life. So you're kind of seeing emotions played out on screen that you're supposed to have felt before as well, connecting you to the commercial. So then even the setting, we have this kind of beautiful, mostly like a farb. It's very beautiful. The lights are very soft. So even the setting kind of, when they're creating that connection between the horse and the man, you're getting that setting that kind of is warm and helps kind of define the emotion that they're trying to bring out in the audience. So there's, of course, many different examples, though. And part of our activity for this module is you finding an example of pathos on your own. And you can find this anywhere. You can pick another commercial, you can pick a news article, an editorial, an ad, a trailer for a movie or a TV show, a speech. You can pick anything that you want to. And just the activity has you kind of exploring how they're using pathos and how they're connecting to an audience. Okay, excellent. So let me know if you have any questions.